Yo, yo, yo. It is Reverse Polarity episode 47. I'm your boy, High Five Vega, and I'm joined, as always, by the man who never sleeps, the guy who is about to infiltrate Rockford Fosgate, the man who once argued a pro Jar Jar Binks argument. It's Dean, 5-star car stereo. What's up, Dean?
Wow, the pro. Wow. Okay. That's Jar Jar Binks, huh?
Yeah,
Mm.
you argue
I
once.
did. I know. I have. I'm pro Jar Jar. I tend to forget that I have that argument in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, hang on. Let me shut this off. Why is it so? God, why is it so bright?
Why is it so bright?
Um. Yeah, it's too many lights on. Yeah. No. How are you, man?
Doing good, man. Doing
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Oh, there we
Have
go.
what's been going on? What's been going on at 5-star?
Dude, let me tell you what. I was thinking about this. Because I was getting ready, went for my run, came back, was getting ready, and I'm like, I was thinking of the next show, and you're gonna ask me what I've been watching, and I'm like, I have literally not watched any
Anything?
TV in a week and a half. I mean, it's like I was sitting there the other night. I won't say last night because last night I was recording a podcast, and but like Monday, Tuesday night, I had to get all my work done those 2 nights, and
Yeah.
then Monday. One of the things that saved us was it was like almost an act of God with Facebook being down.
Yeah.
Because it was down, we just said screw it, we'll just go right to YouTube, which means I didn't have to come home and re-edit the show to put on YouTube the next day.
Yeah, it's just
So
there.
it was just there, and that gave me time because I had to get everything ready for the week, Monday and Tuesday, because Wednesday, last night I recorded, I did something else. Tonight we have this, and I was just like, oh God, how am I
And
going to
you
get this
guys leave
done?
for Rockford Win tomorrow?
No, we leave first of the week.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
you have a weekend to kind of chill.
Yeah, yeah. Actually this is a normal weekend, in that I'll be working all weekend. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how it goes.
last weekend. So the girls wanted to go to Magic Kingdom last weekend for the 50th anniversary. So Haley had a whole shopping list of things she wanted to buy. So we went and did that,
Got
and yep, there
you
we
got to
go.
do it. What's
Yeah,
up, Scott?
and it was great. I mean, the park was empty. We actually got bored because we were like, all right, we've done almost every ride. Like every ride was 15 minutes. It was just stupid.
Wow.
Well, I think they've pissed everybody off with their new policies
Rules.
that they should put in, and new like fast passes don't exist anymore, and so I
Oh,
think
there's
there's
no fast pass?
fast passes are gone.
Ooh.
You got to pay for them now.
Ah,
Yeah, so and they got a really dumb name for them, which I don't remember because I'm just like whatever. Um, but a lot of the pass holders are just kind of pissed. So
yeah.
either way, it
Yeah,
was.
but you had a very nice looking ice cream.
Oh my god, dude, that was one of the 50th anniversary things.
Yeah.
And just for those of you guys that don't follow us or saw it, or I'm sure Haley posted it on the Boring Life of Dean and Haley. If she didn't, I'll make her do it. But it was this vase of like a martini glass or whatever that, yeah, like a martini glass that had like a 10-inch rim on it.
Yeah.
And so for the 50th anniversary, it had like two brownies cut into triangles, and then it had like two or three chocolate chip cookies, two little cupcakes, a full pretzel
I was wondering.
sticks.
I seen that. I was like, is that a pretzel?
Yeah, that's the full Mickey Mouse pretzel. That was to give it scale. That was scale. Just so the full Mickey Mouse pretzel rods, and then it was just filled with ice cream.
Yeah.
So it was like chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry drizzle or strawberry, whatever that is, like a banana split style stuff, chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and then the whole martini glass edge was just covered in these little chocolate balls. I think it was like $35.
Well, I
Okay,
mean, it's
so
Disney. What do you
yeah,
expect? Huh?
so the girls had posted a picture of it, and they were like, "Hey, this is so cool." And so then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "This was like before we were gonna go," and I was like, "We're going to get that, right?" I'm like, "Well," I'm like, "Well, why did you post a picture of it if we're not gonna go get it? I mean, where is it at?" And they're like,
Right.
"Oh, it's here." And it was like their favorite restaurant. I go, "Well, just see if you can make a reservation." They're like, "There's going to be no way." Right in. Like, boom, here you go. So I was like, "Yeah, there it is." Um, so I mean, it was just insanity. It's
It's
honestly the stuff for the little whatever candy things around the edge of the glass were the best. Like,
r- oh, the little
oh
ball.
yeah, yeah, those were the
Yeah.
best.
And it's like a
Um,
sweet and salty thing with the pretzel.
so no, the pretzel wasn't salty. That was the problem. We were kind of hoping it was. It was a cinnamon pretzel. So
Ah,
yeah,
damn it.
oh no, that pissed Haley off too. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to find something to make you unhappy, right?
Right. I mean, you're at the happiest place on earth. Why not be a
Yeah.
little unhappy?
But the pretzel gives it scale. So that's a full size Disney Mickey Mouse pretzel if you've ever had
It
one.
looks good. Are these like little cupcakes?
Yes, they are. And there's, like I said, there's brownies and chocolate chip cookies and the pretzel
Oh, dude.
rods and like 10,000 maraschino cherries. And
Oh, man.
so
Sounds like
I'm
heaven.
like, oh, it was stupid. So I go in there and I'm like, this is what we're ordering, right? And they're like, oh no, we got to get lunch too. And I'm like, why? Who wants lunch? Nobody wants lunch.
They're following
Um,
the social rules. They're like, yeah, we should probably have lunch and not just get dessert.
so I'm like, all right, y'all can get whatever you want. So they had a BLT salad.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, so it was literally just a bowl of lettuce with bacon and a tomato on it and some funky dressing. And I go, I'll take that. And the waitress is looking at me like, really? I'm like, yeah. You know, they split like a club or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
I'm like, no, man, I know what's coming. I'm like,
Right.
and I know how much it costs. So,
Right. I'm saving room. I'm saving room for this is
yeah,
I'm just doing this because this is socially acceptable. I need to have
yeah,
something to eat before I get this dessert, but I'm
yeah.
here for this dessert.
And let me tell you what, when 25, when you said $35, you crazy. This is Disney.
Right.
There isn't anything that isn't 35
It's
bucks
like 10
there.
bucks for the pretzel by itself, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, like, it's just what this stuff costs. Disney is not cheap. What's up? Thank you.
TM, the Marshall in the
Thank you,
house.
man.
Appreciate it, brother.
So anyways, that was the weekend.
That was the
But that was
weekend.
it though, because we were done for the day. It's like we didn't have to spend any more money on food because none of us wanted to eat. So,
Yeah. That's always the pro move. Like we're gonna spend a lot of money today on food once, and then that's it.
all right, I'm having chicken for dinner and have started running. Awesome. There you
Oh
go.
man, there you go. You got
That's good.
the Dean plan.
Yeah, I screwed up this week. I didn't get a salad. I forgot to ask Sue to buy me. She's like, "What do you want me to get you at the store?" And I was like I don't have the same thing every week, and she has to ask, but she asked anyways, and I'm like, I don't. I'm good. And I was like, ah, crap.
Dude, we got on that grocery delivery plan. Let me tell you, game changer, game changer.
Ah, so
You
sad.
just go on, order what you want. They drop it
I
off at
like
your door.
shopping though. I like shopping. I
Oh,
enjoy
dude,
I enjoy supermarkets. I enjoy
yeah,
Target. It's like I like walking around these places and buying stuff. I don't know. It's what
yeah,
gets me. That's gross. Anyways, I got a question for you. Do you
yeah,
ever wake up or just have that? I'm not talking about the song that just gets stuck in your head, but you ever
yeah,
wake up and it's like there's a song playing in your head,
yeah, all the
and
time.
it's just like, so this week I woke up and are you a Steely Dan fan?
Yeah, I like Slow Dan. What's I'm trying to think of the number one song that Do It Again.
Okay.
Is that the Steely Dan song?
Well, they have a whole bunch of them. Actually, they have an album called Asia,
Yeah.
and that's like their big album back in '77. But so I woke up with Peg playing in my head, and I was like, oh my god, dude! So I had to get in my car and play it. So this week, I've been listening to this album all week, which seems like a long time, but it's really not because my commute isn't that long. And as it appears, there's only 7 songs on the album, but each song is like 10 minutes long. So
Yeah.
I get about 1.5 song in. But it it had us ponder the question, what if? No.
What
You
if I
know,
just drive this car right off the bridge? So, one of those ponderances.
No. I was just thinking, because I was music obviously is a big part of car stereo. And this week we worked on a car and we had the pleasure of the customer providing us with a thumb drive with a bunch of his music on it, which was really fun because after we got it all set and we were done, we yeah.
I guess it's solid plan.
Yeah, that's true. But so while we were listening to this music, it was just it dawned on me, as it often does, that music sucks right now. Like, music is so much easier, it seems like, than it was previous. We won't call it
Right.
back in the day because I'm not a big back in the day fan. But I mean, when you had like 3 guitarists or 2 guitarists or a bass player and a guitarist and another guitarist and a keyboard and a drum guy and maybe a horn section, maybe not a horn section, and you had lyrics, you had to put this stuff together. And I've seen the making of Asia on one of the shows. They have a series where it's how was the album made. And it like the amount of work that went into these 7 songs is just phenomenal. Like, they didn't just, it was a studio album. So, which Steely Dan takes studio albums to a whole nother level. So like, if you're a horn player, you come in and play the horn part, and then you leave, another horn guy comes in and plays the same part. And then another guy will come in. So they'll have 3 or 4 different horn guys play the same thing and put his stink on it, and then they just pick the one that they like, and that's the part that goes into the song. And it's like, I mean, I kind of get the idea that these songs now are just blocks
Right.
of stuff and whatnot, but they're just blocks, and this was musicians. And now when they have it all done, and everyone knows how it's supposed to sound, how they want it to sound, they can play it all at once and have a band and the right people come in and play it that were the ones that won over. And it's like, you just sit there and you listen to this, like each one, like I said, each one of these songs is just so long, like 8 minutes long, 7 minutes long. And of course our attention span now is like 2.5 minutes.
Right.
Like, anything past 2.5 minutes, we're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't want to hear I'm the same way. I don't want to hear your 3-minute flight of fancy on the keytar. I could do without that.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, these songs just take you on a journey, and you like you weave through them. I'm not talking about the guy that just like we're getting ready to go to the Kiss concert, and I know there's going to be 3 or 4 solos during the concert. And so the other guys can take a break. So there'll be a big drum solo. There'll be a big like Starman solo. Ace, all the guys will have their moments. Right. And it's so the other guys can go off stage and get a drink and take a piss or do whatever needs to be done. And that's fine. Like, that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's acceptable, I think, in live music to have the solos, even if it's not someone taking a break. But it's more entertaining when you're in your car. It's like, okay, I could do with a little less of it.
But I don't know, listening to this music where it's like there's no solos, it's just this journey of music and instruments and how they play together, and when you have a really nice system and you just sit back and you listen to it and you listen to the story they're trying to tell, and it's like, wow, we don't have this anymore. Like, we don't have this anymore. This crap that we're getting into, it's like, nah, man, we don't even have vocal anymore. It's all just
we have Jack White. We have Jack White. He's still mastering his own stuff.
Okay,
I'll have doing it very, very high quality. You might not like the music, but
Dire Straits was awesome. I mean, I'm a big fan. I mean, there again, that was that. But dude, you're talking about the '80s.
Yeah,
that was the '80s was the end. Okay, that was the end of instruments, man. It was like after that, it's like that's when it's like, which way do you want to go? I mean, even Van Halen had a moment where they brought where Eddie was like playing the freaking piano. The synthesizer and not playing his guitar. And it was like everyone was freaking out about that. It still sounded great because it was new, and it still holds up now because at least he was playing something.
Well, the funny thing is, someone that's 20 years older than you would say, "Yeah, but they had electric guitars. I mean, this is not real music."
Yeah. Oh
You know,
no.
so
And,
it
and that
happens
and that's
every
oh, and that's
generation.
the I mean, but I mean, even when like my dad listens to the 50s and 60s music, mainly the 50s, and I'll listen to it and I'll be like, I get it. I get it. I get what they were thinking. I
Yeah.
see it, but it's just gone so far. Art of Noise, Moments in Love. um, yeah, but even the Art of Noise, man, it was like there was no, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I mean, like, people really, really dig Rush, and they're very technical,
yeah,
and when I listen to Rush, it's like, it's alright, you know?
yeah.
It
Well, Rush has their 2 or 3 mainstream songs,
Yeah,
and that's it.
right.
That's I wasn't a Rush fan. I'm not a Rush fan. I can tolerate some of their songs, and I have 1 or 2 on my playlist for when I'm demoing a car because I know people want to hear those songs. It's like,
Right.
it's like top 40 rock. Um, but that's the weird part. Dope Man by NWA is always but that was the thing. That was the changeover though. I mean,
Right.
and it was funny. So like we're sitting in this. Okay, so it's funny you say that because we're sitting in this guy's car, and what were we playing? A Flock of Seagulls and I Run. Okay, for those of you
Yeah.
guys who never know that song, Flock of Seagulls had hair down like this, and and it was
Grand
all
Theft Auto. That's
is that the song from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it was all synthesizer music. There's no nothing, and we were laughing because, dude, I swear to God, it was a Mr. Brooks moment. Remember Mr. Brooks where they both laugh at the same time? There's like
Yeah.
that pause, and then they both laugh, and I
Yeah.
go, because I go to Fernando, I said, this video was so bad because it was literally like this guy in front of a keyboard trying to
Yeah.
look cool, and I do this. We both kind of paused and we both laughed at the same time because we knew it was just hilarious. Um, but I said, this is why rap music took over, and just that. This is why rap music happened because, when we had rock and roll, I feel like everyone could relate to rock and roll. You had Jimi
Right.
Hendrix and you had whoever, and there was the blues and rock. It was very similar, and there was crossover periods, so there was things they could get behind. But then
Right.
that music, there's nothing there. That was a very narrow. That was top 40 before top. I mean, that was just such a. And it was like, no, we need our music too. And so rap music, and then we this side. It's wait, well, that sucks. I like what they're doing over there,
Yeah.
because they were doing stuff that was like like NWA. I mean, by the time I was in high school, yeah, that was in the rotation, which it was like it was playing NWA, it was playing LL Cool J, it was playing Run DMC. Run DMC, with Walk This Way was like one of the first cassettes I ever bought. Like
Right.
like when I sought to buy, and I played the hell out of that thing. Like I burned that, man. That thing was like it was done by the time I Walkman the shit out of that tape. Um, you know. But I mean, that was one of those things. Oh, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot, Hoopty rolling,
Yeah.
baby. But that was later. That was like 90. That was past
And
that.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was so pop,
Yeah,
to everybody that wasn't like a actual fan. He
yeah,
was like one of the most pop rappers out there.
right. But he became pop rapper. I mean, it was like
Yeah. Yeah.
when Hoopty came out, or Posse on Broadway came out. That wasn't. I Like Big Butts is what really just made him like,
Yeah.
all right, here's your bag of cash. Just like MC Hammer, he was just a DJ for the most part. I mean, he would just do clubs and stuff, and then
Right.
he grew and grew and grew, and by the time he decided to take Rick James' song and make it awesome, I was watching a documentary on Rick James a couple weeks ago, and Rick James, they were talking about how he was pissed when he heard "Can't Touch This," and he calls up his guys, his lawyers, and he's like, dude, I told you no more rap music. He goes, dude, you just got a check for. He goes, all right then. He made more money from MC Hammer than he ever made with that song any other way.
Right.
I mean, just unbelievable. But anyways, I know this all started from me waking up with Steely Dan playing in my head, but did you do a poll this week?
I did a poll. Let me pull her up. I kind of did this one last minute. I didn't have a good poll in mind, so let's pull it up and see.
Too Short, baby. That was actually one of the first CDs I ever owned. Was Too Short.
Still getting it.
I traded all my cassettes for it because it was like 2 CDs. I don't remember what the other one was, but I had 2 CDs. I just rocked the shit out of Too Short for like a month before I could buy another CD. What's your favorite part of car audio? Planning the system, acquiring the gear, installing the system, tuning the system, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay.
It seems the crowd has spoken.
So acquiring the gear and tuning the system, I think, is funny. I mean, I could see where acquiring the gear is probably the most painful, followed by tuning the system being equally as painful because most people don't know how to do that. Planning the system, I thought would be more fun. I could see where that's a second place. So I mean, that's at least there. Installing the system, yeah. I mean, like, it's about how I thought it would go.
Right.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
I was always like planning the system. Did you ever? It's like being a little kid again.
Oh, I always did.
You're in there in the crutch fields or wherever you're doing it. You circle what you want. You're like, if this goes on sale next month, because they would always do those closeouts.
Oh, yeah.
In the magazine, like once that goes on sale, I'm scooping it.
Just in case you forgot, I'm a professional system planner.
Yeah,
I mean, I do this on a daily basis. It can cause me great stress, because it's like, all right. And I get to play with people's wallets all the time. I mean, that is one of the joys and heartaches of my job is playing with somebody's wallet because, you want to do their wallet justice, but you also want to make sure that they're getting everything that they need. And, none of it is just being wasted because I'm very frugal with my money. So I want to make sure I pass that along, as it were.
Yeah.
Prime example was today. Today we had a car come in and it was as soon as it walked in, it fell apart. I mean, the whole system just fell on the floor, and it was just like, is this Monday? This feels like a Monday. I mean, it was like, all right, let's just, it's like the whiteboard of the system. You just, all right, let's just
erase the whole thing. Let's just
erase the whole thing. Yeah. Let's start at 1.
Was that the one you done on the Instagram live stream today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because originally that was just going to be like a radio and 4 speakers.
Right.
And there was a couple different versions of it, and it kind of snowballed. And the problem, I never talked to the guy, so I had no idea what was going on. And that happens a lot where I'll just walk in, and it's literally like it's like those videos, the funny videos where the guy walks into the room and the dude's like standing behind the door and he like smacks him in the face with something. And he's just like, what the hell just happened? That's my morning. That is my morning more than you could ever possibly imagine, because that'll happen and I'll just be like, and I have to go, all right, everyone, it's 9:30 in the morning. I literally was sleeping an hour ago. I haven't done anything other than took a shower, drove here.
Right.
Just give me a minute to figure out what the hell is happening, okay?
That sounds like exactly when Cassie gets home from work. She instantly, boom, whatever happened through the day, she just got like a shotgun, just boom, boom, this happened, boom, boom. It's like, whoa. Or not when she gets home from work, when I get home from work and it's a day that she didn't have to work. Yeah. She just blasts me as soon as I come in, like, yo, can I get a drink?
Yeah, but see, I don't even listen. I go, no way. Yeah. Dude, that is insanity. Really? Yeah. That bitch again? Oh my God. You're kidding me. Wait a minute. Isn't that the one you told me about last week? Oh, for real?
I need to record it and then put it in there. Just do it.
And that's I
just kidding.
I don't know. My memory sucks. It's like, okay, wait a minute. You told me this like 3 weeks ago. You want to know what I've done in 3 weeks? Okay. Do you want to know how many people I've talked to in 3 weeks? Do you know how many conversations I've had about shit that I don't want to remember in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Uh, but God love her, she still sticks around because I mean, it wouldn't work for me. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But but that's fine. I mean, I read that Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus book, years and years and years ago, and I was just like, oh, they just want us to listen.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything about paying attention, just as they want us to listen.
Just got to check. You're checking the boxes. Just
Yeah. I went to Run DMC Beastie Boys Together Forever concert. Oh, you saw the big penis. That was the funniest part about Did you ever watch the Beastie Boys documentary on Apple
Oh
Plus?
yeah. Of course.
That was the best. So they're talking, oh, we want a big penis that comes out of the stage. By the
Yeah.
end of our concert, oh, that penis would pop out. Oh my God, we were so over this shit. That was great.
That was a good documentary. Definitely a must watch. If you like the Beastie Boys at all.
Oh, even if you don't like the Beastie Boys, I mean, it's just an awesome. I love it when you get to hear firsthand accounts of of that from the person. Anyways,
Listen, our topic today is a very serious car audio show,
as it always is. We've been
as
serious
it
the whole
is.
time. What's up, Chris?
And listen, I have a
yes.
very serious. Talking of being a shopper, I have a very serious situation that needs some Dean help.
Are you lifting or shopping?
We're gonna shop.
Okay.
But here's the thing. All right, let me first explain the situation. I've got the Morel Maximus 6.5s for the front of the Trooper, bi-amped off 2 kicker Q 502s.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's just like the easiest one I could get instead of the 4-channel.
Well, that's a lot of power, but okay.
It's a lot of power. But
especially
I'm gonna
Maximus.
Listen. Don't worry. I'm gonna maximize my gain with the DD1. I want them all the way up on the tweets as we spoke.
All right. Well, in that case, yeah.
No,
by all means.
So the rear speakers are just totally in the rear.
Yep.
They're in a horrible spot, but
yes.
I kind of want something in the rear because it doesn't sound right without something in the rear. Yeah.
Correct. And because your rear is so far away, you're not getting anything from the front that's coming back.
Right.
So the sound is getting all absorbed by the interior of the car, and it just sounds weird, especially when you do this and there's like nothing. And the guys that don't do rear fill are a special breed.
Right. You got to have a small car to get away with it.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't want to add another amp, so I'm gonna do the head unit power on these rears.
What kind of head unit do you have?
The X403, the Kenworth.
Okay, so that has level control in the time alignment section, which will save you. So because here's the problem, and you talked about a DD1. Do you have a DD1? You have a DD1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to figure out where the RCA. Well, okay, so it's a Kenwood. You don't have to check out the RCA because you played all the way up, numbered clip. But you want to figure out where the factory amplifier clips. The reason why you want to do that is because if you want it to play all the way up to get the 4-volt or 5-volt output, you need to go all the way up to 40. So what you need to do is find out how to balance the deck amplifier to match the RCA. So if you have a DD1, it's really simple. Play the track, hook up to the output, start turning it up, turn it up to 40, and it's going to, the red light is just be going, asshole, and then go into and start turning it down until it goes off. And that'll balance that amplifier with the preamp section.
Preamps. Right.
So that's how you'd set the gains.
Man, we're on the same wavelength because I actually done a video review on that. And matter of fact, while I was watching the video review, I was telling Derek, I thought to myself, like, this is a good video. I kind of shocked myself with it, but I know, because you watch it so much, you're like
smart.
Yeah.
but I'm a genius.
I wanted to see
about this
at what volume. Yeah, exactly. People don't know about this. There's not enough subscribers. Surely they don't know about this video, but I know that it clips at 25. I wanted to know because I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So and I'm getting like 1.2 volt output.
Who cares? It doesn't matter,
which is fine. I got plenty of power.
It doesn't matter.
I got plenty of power.
For 4s, yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Well, and I've got plenty of power from the amp, so the gains don't barely have to be
Yeah, no, they should be down.
right.
Just go in and turn. Just go into the and just pull them all the way down. Go to
Right.
the right side of the software. Pull down.
Yeah, go good. Let's go down.
Go down. There's a 0. Start there.
Right.
Actually, I think it starts at 0. I think on a Q class it starts at 0.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
don't
you're
ever
right.
go past that because the gains don't work once you've plugged in a USB.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah, it just
bypass that once you lock it in.
yep. It's like, hey, all this shit. No,
Yeah.
don't need it.
But with
Really?
all this setup in
Yes.
mind, I
Yes.
need to find 4-inch to go back there.
Okay.
All right, so let's pop this up and you tell me where you
They
think.
don't.
I'll tell you
They
where
don't make.
my
They don't make a Maximo 4-inch.
so they do.
Okay.
And that was actually it's between that it was between the Maxima Ultra, which
Yeah.
is 169 a pair,
Yeah.
and the Maximo regular, which is 99 a pair. And my question is,
Oh,
I don't know that I would. How much will I gain going from the Maximo Ultra to the
it's the
Maximo?
tweeter. It's all the tweeter. It's just the
Okay,
tweeter. I didn't realize they made those. Go back up to the top ones. What the hell ones are those? See, this is the stuff I get lost in on Morel because it just kind of makes no sense. I'm like, Ultras.
yeah,
Okay, so the Ultra has the tweeter. So that has that nice silk tweeter.
right.
Um, yeah, bigger magnet. What is this? I wonder if we have those.
Let me see if it.
So go to the what's the efficiency on it?
So that's another thing. It was 87.
87.5.
I
All
know,
right.
but see, the thing is, like the hertz actually are 92 dB sensitive, but I haven't
Yeah.
ever heard any hertz speakers, so I don't
Oh,
know.
they will be loud. They'll be
Yeah,
loud and just sound really good. With the power constraints we have, go back. What are the others? What are the other Morels? What was their?
the regular Maximos will scroll down to that if it'll ever load.
That's funny.
Come on, Crutchfield, let's go. What's going on here?
It's like it hates you.
I know. It's like, we're trying to do a show here. What's going on with
I
you?
hate you. You're not Mark. You're not Mark. Mark's the only
Yeah,
one that can do this.
right. Mark had
Needs-
on lock.
Yeah, they pay him. All right, so there's the lesser tweeter and lesser magnet, no rubber
Yeah,
boot.
right.
And then what do we have for?
Sensitivity is exactly the same. Frequency
Okay,
response,
so
the
it's
same.
more than likely it's probably the same damn speaker minus all the crap that they stick around it.
Right,
In a different tweeter. I mean, because Morel will it's a different tweeter.
right.
So the Hertz, if you want to
Another
hear the speaker, the Hertz would be a nice speaker to go with because it has the tweeter is going to be a little hotter. The speaker overall is going to be a lot hotter.
Yeah,
And with just the 15 watts, it's funny as you were scrolling, go, you're the one here. Go with those DGs right there. Jesus Christ, they'll blow you out of the car. I think those are like, yeah.
this is them.
Yeah, because those are like, I think they're like 3.3 ohm.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, they might be because their ohm load's typically different.
92 dB sensitive.
Yeah. So let me tell you what, those things will blast you out of the fucking car. Okay. They are like that tweeter, that little metal tweeter they have there.
Right.
It's like,
It's intense.
oh, it's good. So I mean, if we're talking all the way to the back of the car and you want it to make it to the front, these will do it with no problem with the with the like 10, 15 watts you're gonna have.
Yeah.
These things will scream. Which I don't know if that's what you're gonna want, but if you definitely don't want an amplifier and you want to be able to hear these,
Yeah.
then these will accomplish that. They don't need a lot of power, so the power you have is perfect. I don't know what they say for power handling on them, but it's probably wrong.
30 watts RMS.
No, that's right. Yeah, because they don't take any power at all. Literally, this speaker is a factory upgrade.
Right.
It's made to just like, oh, my factory speakers suck. Okay, so this is like the. I mean, there is the Uno, which is the step down from this, but
Right.
literally, this is Rob running real full with deck power. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
But like this speaker is literally like a CS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's on the same basic plane as a CS.
And they've got, there's quite a few
Which I gotta be
other.
honest with you,
I was thinking about the CS too.
if you got a set of CS, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be disappointed either. Like I would almost say go with those.
Oh, really?
Oh God, yes. For what are they, like $49? Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah, dude.
These are. I don't care if they match the front. They don't match,
No.
the back.
If for
It,
what you're
you're
trying
not
to
going to
do,
see them, right?
I mean, for what you're trying to do, the set of CS for $49.
Here we
Dude,
are.
yeah, right there. $69. Call Kip.
Yeah.
But no, dude, those are no joke, man. Those are like the best low power Havling. That tweeter, like when we first got those in, I remember we did this old school Ford Ranger, and I know it was a Ford Ranger, and we put 4 5x7s in, and the guy brought them because we hadn't even got them in yet,
Yeah.
and we turned it on, and both Fernando and I went, "What the fuck are these?" No shit. We got done 88, so these won't be as sensitive, but they'll sound better.
Yeah.
We got done, and I called Lori, and I said, "Lori, oh my God, we just did a set of the new CS 5x7s, and Jesus, what? Do me a favor, go back to the sound, go downstairs to the sound guys, and just say, hey, Dean wants you to know you got this one right." She goes, "Really?" I go, "Oh yeah, no." She goes, "You're joking." I said, No, seriously. Go downstairs. It's just say, whoever worked on the CS project, and say, hey, you guys hit this one out of the park, man. Because like for a cheap speaker, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But
Yeah. So that sounds like it might be it then.
yeah.
I mean, they have the KS. The KS is 100. Is it?
No, don't even waste your time. Just seriously,
Okay.
go with the CS.
The CS.
The KS are old, man.
Yeah.
They need to just.
Well, see, I knew I was talking to the right guy about this. That's what, because I didn't care. If it cost $200 to get it, I didn't care what they cost.
I know you're banking, man. You got that YouTube money.
What? Listen, hold on. Let me pull this back up and show you where these 4-inch go on the top end. And at this point, right here's where I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Those are the performance. God, that's gonna be a. I hate those polyglass, dude.
Yeah.
Polyglass sucks. Like
I like the polyglass mids. I don't like the tweets. I don't really like any focal tweets. Yeah,
the polyglass just sucks. The whole mid bass sucks. Like I hated them long time ago, and I've never it's like when they came out with the flax, it's like, oh thank God. Oh, thank God. Because I just, the polyglass. No, don't even care. Change my mind. Never. Nah, not gonna happen.
What about the ES? The one 750?
Dude,
there we go.
Tell you what, man. Dude.
Wouldn't that be some shit if I had $750 4-inch in the back and like $300?
Let me tell you. Okay, so you laugh, but we had one of those stupid little vans come in. Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
No. We had one of those stupid little vans come in, that just have 4-inch in them. The guy's like, I want an awesome set of 4-inch. So Paul sold him a set of hybrid 4-inch, Morel hybrid 4-inch. I was like, okay. Made him out, put him in the car. And I was like, these are $750 4-inch speakers. These sound like $750 4-inch. These are impressive 4-inch speakers.
Wow.
The only other speaker that's like that I was just like, these are $750 3.5-inch speakers are the Illusion C3.
Dude, those are sick. Yeah, those are sick.
And and the sad thing is we don't use them all that often, because I know when I tell somebody they're going to pay $750 for a set of 3.5s, they just look at you like it's like, dude, just pull the crack pipe. Whatever you're smoking, just stop.
Right.
And I'm like, but you don't understand. Like, this is the speaker you want. These are the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you want all your music coming out of these speakers, right in your face, in your ear holes.
Dean, what would you compare a set of NT6 and NT2? I don't even know what an NT6 is.
Is that the old school Orion? The NT tweets?
Your guess is as good as mine. Listen, I was just going to I was just going to type illusion. Exactly, right? Yeah, no. They're
Right.
the shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I own a set, and I don't even have a car I can put them in, but I own a set of them. Damn
that
straight.
so if I had some amp power, these two would be at the top of the list if I was going to amplify them.
Yeah, but the tempo would be silly because you why would you spend more money on the rear
Right.
speakers than the front speakers?
Right.
So it doesn't even make sense,
Right.
and that's why typically our go-to is Maximus separates up front because you can't
Right.
beat that price. It gets you into morale. It sounds fabulous, and then a set of Maximo whatever in the back, and
Yeah.
that's what's going in the truck we worked on or that we talked about on Instagram today. It's and we figured out a way to make that happen because he's like, I want these speakers, and I was like, because originally it was supposed to be a deck and no speakers, and I'm like, we need an amp, like, and he's like,
Yeah.
well, I want a sub too, and I'm like, okay, now we're getting tricky. You want a sub? Where the hell are it's like we have
Yeah.
that JBL fuse that I've been dying to put in something, and it was like, I think these will fit. And so we pulled them all apart. I'm like, damn, they fit. So I can't wait till tomorrow. MVX speakers any good? I've never listened to
I've heard a lot of them are OEM'd from, like SB Acoustics makes some.
it. Right.
So they have some, like some of them are really nice. And then some of them are cheap. They have
The Orions. Yeah.
Orion. Yeah.
Off topic, Dean. Where did you get the cabinets at the shop? Oh my gosh, dude! So it was like $950 for all those cabinets, and I want to buy more. Right now I have a checking and a savings account, and like there's like a 3-day check. Am I the only one that gets that joke? Because like I said that somebody the other day. I was like, do not watch what's the comedian? The short guy, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that Kevin Hart where he's talking about going to, like, he had this rich friend that took him to Disney and like bought the whole Disney, and like so there's like a whole 20-minute skit on like, so like I have like a checking account and a savings account, and like there's a week where it's like you can't transfer money from here to there, and it's like Fernando's go-to thing, and I'm like, I assumed everyone has seen it, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Kevin Hart. Who hasn't watched every single Kevin Hart thing on the planet?
You got it, man.
But
he makes you watch it.
Yeah, I had to. Anyways, I just Googled garage cabinets and it came up, and I'm sure you could probably do the same thing. At some point, we're going to finish all of them. It's just a matter of other things have taken priority. So, and every day I go in and look at them, and I look at the other side and I go, God, I hate this. It sucks.
the Dean CD starts kicking in.
Oh, it's so sucky, man. It just pisses me off. But
you know what? I want you to explain these pictures to me.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. I stole all these off of a group on Facebook, and I was just looking at them, and I was like, these are great. I know who could appreciate these.
Yeah.
So the guy wanted pictures of damaged fuse holders and damaged amps and stuff like that for, I think, a class he was going to teach or something like that. So, I mean, I've seen these. I probably have one or two of them still that I use as props. But this is what happens when you don't tighten up your power wire. It has nothing to do with overdraw. It has nothing to do with current consumption. It literally has to do with a loose power wire. As the power wire is, there again, that's a loose power wire, or in that case, that's CCA.
Yeah,
so
you can tell.
Yeah, the CCA starts to break down, and then the power wire gets loose inside of the fuse holder. And then the other thing that happens too a lot of the times is the fuse will get loose. So, like, and it'll start to just do this, and whatnot. And then that heat is just ridiculous. There's CCA.
Right. You can tell it straight away.
Yep.
And people are, I'm sure, in these situations, not only are they don't have it connected correctly, but this looks like 4-gauge.
Yeah.
They're probably running a 2,000 watt amp off of it. Who knows? And it's CCA.
Probably a 10K, man. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh God, a 10K. This one, I got to pull this one up. This is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. Oh, hold up. I got to get it in the right position. Let me see here. Come on, you piece of junk. All right. What do you think about that?
Dude, that is awesome.
Total
That is
meltdown.
awesome. Have you ever had a capacitor blow up on you before?
No, I haven't. Surprisingly.
Let me tell you what. There's a couple different ways that a capacitor can blow up. And it's probably similar like when you have a battery blow up.
Yeah.
It either just vents gas or it just like pow.
Right.
Um,
Pow. We get a lot of
uh,
pows.
yeah. And oh my god, it is the weirdest thing ever. I mean, it's the best thing for fireworks. There's no question about it. But I remember I was working on a display and I put a capacitor in and I don't know what happened. This was back in the day before capacitors had all the voltmeters and crap on top of
Yeah.
it, where it was just 2 bolts. And man, that thing vented all its shit out of the top because it didn't like what I did. And it looked like a firework. It's just like all this gas comes out, and I'm going, that's probably not healthy.
I shouldn't breathe this in. I probably shouldn't breathe.
And of course, you're sitting there going, we gotta get this out of here before it catches on fire. And it's just, and you're going, we've had them, we had them where the back would blow off and all the paper would just, it was like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit! There's paper all inside.
Since you've been in cardio so long, you might not have been exposed to these videos as much, but maybe at Procter and Gamble you were. The safety videos that they make you watch at work.
Oh my god, dude!
And they show like the dude cutting it off and cutting his finger off, and the blood flying everywhere.
Oh,
they had one where it was like a toxic gas situation, and they had the one dude go in there, die. The next guy going to save him, die. And they just basically on the video had a whole 5-minute skit of everybody in the plant going in there, checking on them and dying. I was like,
the blood runs red on the highway. Yeah.
He gets the point across, I guess, but yeah.
Team's rookie days. Another one that was funny was like PPI art class, and we'll get to that one in a second.
Yeah.
And what was the other? Soundstream amplifiers. When you would take them apart, and the capacitors, because they use rows of smaller capacitors for some dumb reason. And so you would take the amp apart and it'd be filled with paper and capacitor. Because you go like this.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah, but this isn't normal.
Right.
Do you mind if we open it and just check? Oh, but it works. I'm sure it does. Clearly there's something inside of it. And you'd pull it out and just be like paper everywhere. And they'd be like, what happened? I'd be like, the capacitors blew up. Do we need those? Because it works. But that amplifier that you just showed, that looked like that was probably CCA power wire going into it.
Yeah, let me get this one up. This one's
the best. Yeah.
There's like some multiple situations going on with this.
Yeah, so that one, you can see all the capacitors just melted. All those, I mean, in the front half there where the power supply section is. That's like, that just looks like a power rail failure. I mean, it
does.
Like, I remember when they started using like power rails like that instead of using 8-gauge wire ran through the amplifier.
Yeah.
And they clearly didn't understand at the time how much that shit warps when it gets hot.
Yeah, like that right there.
Yeah. It's so you'd have these amplifiers that would literally just go like, bye.
Deuces. Deuces, we out.
Yeah, and you'd be like, what happened to my new amplifier? I think it was this. I think this is a divine flaw. There was literally amplifiers we would take apart and we would like slide like pieces of ABS between the rails like that.
Yeah.
Just because we didn't want them to burn up on us.
Yeah, the streams have crossed at that point.
Oh yeah, there is no getting back from that. And that's why you have fuses by your amplifiers.
Right.
Because that fuse is going to save that amplifier.
Oh, it's gonna save your car from burning down.
That's all it's gonna do.
Right.
It's just gonna,
That's a,
you know, it's like, no, man, that's
it's not gonna save the amp, but it's gonna save your car
no. I was gonna say,
and possibly your life.
yeah, yeah. That's a common one. I like that one because it got so hot it
Looks like
literally
a Jolly
changed.
Rancher.
Well, that's normal. I got a couple of those. Those are fun.
Yeah.
But I like how it turned the copper black.
Right.
Like, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, man. But
Yeah.
that could be a multitude of things there. That could just be that was probably because the wire was loose inside of the set screw. This is why
Yeah.
ferrules are so important, guys.
Yeah.
But it could also be those screws that hold the fuse, those get loose. I don't know why people don't understand the concept of lock washers. I've
Yeah.
had that conversation with this fine company here before. And I'm like, they're called lock washers, guys.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's see Franco. I'm not the only fat kid in the building that's seen a Jolly Rancher. Appreciate it, Franco, for the backup.
I was there. I just wasn't saying anything because I hate freaking sour apple.
Yeah, I know.
We
Oh,
got
dude,
sour
I love
left.
sour apple.
No,
Sour apple's good. It's
that's
like,
one of those.
but
it's when you
sour
walk
apples
up-
here, bananas here.
That's okay. But I mean, like when you walk up and like, what do you got? I got sour apple. No thanks.
Oh, dude, I'm like, yes, that's the only flavor I wanted. That and cherry. Oh,
Cherry.
obviously cherry. Cherry.
Cherry
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got red. It wasn't cherry.
Right.
It was just red. You got red.
Yeah.
You got red, right?
It's
Give me
like-
the red.
Do you remember? I know you don't drink, but do you remember Cisco wine? They were calling it liquid cocaine back in the day. It's like there's we can get into this inside Jag, but there's a website called bumwines.com.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they have
sure.
all like the Mad Dog 2020 and all that stuff. The Cisco's on there. It was 16% alcohol by volume in a wine. That's why it was called liquid cocaine. And the flavors were red, blue, and green. That was the flavors.
And it was cheap, I'm sure.
It was cheap. Yeah, it was like $5.
So it was exactly what it was. Yeah, Fireball. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it when you know where you're at in certain parts of town when you start seeing the little shot containers of little plastic containers of Fireball laying all over the street. It's like, we're in that part of town.
Yeah, this is the
nice. Let's turn around, kids.
Hey, have you ever been to Branson,
Missouri? No.
Oh, dude, you got to go one time. If you liked Tennessee,
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same thing, but
yeah,
in Missouri.
of course. It was just
And
been
so
there
it's
longer.
like I would say it's like the Jesus version of Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But they sell little bottles of alcohol in every single convenience store, like the hard stuff.
I wondered
Daniels.
where we were going with this, but okay.
Yeah. They like everyone you went. I was just like, this is weird. And they have all kinds of Broadway shows and stuff there.
Yeah.
So of course, once we start going to the shows, like, oh well, why don't I pick a little bottle of this, get a Coke at the show? Yeah, we're good to go.
That's probably why they sell those.
That's probably exactly why they sell them.
That was like no alcohol on the plane.
Right.
People across from us were going, shh.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Zima.
Oh, dude, I remember the Zima. I remember.
Yeah. I remember it. Yeah.
My local family. What part of town do you live in? 25. This might say more about where you live, bro.
I think there's one picture left, which I think is like the best one out of the bunch.
Okay. Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, this one's super grody.
Yeah, this is the best.
Yeah.
The suspense. Oh, that one was good. Oh, I was talking about the one where the whole trunk was.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, because I don't know what that was. That was just like
Where
some cancerous disgust that came out of that.
I forgot about this one. This is the best picture.
Yeah, because this is what started me on the rabbit hole. This was actually the first picture, and I was like, all right, I'm intrigued. Yeah. I'll click.
Because
oh
god, dude,
look
at all that copper just laying there bare.
Look at the heatsink.
What kind of amp is that?
The heatsink is warped. Like
is that a magnet?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But you can
There's
see
a
like where the
coil.
heat sink went like that, and it's like
There's something right there. What's that?
it's another
Is that
amp.
another amp?
That's another amp. But that's
Ugh,
awesome. Like, how
that
cool
is
is
so graphic.
that? Looks like one of those like the houses, like when you go through the houses after the thing, but this is the back of somebody's car. Um,
Look at that copper just kicking it right
oh
there.
yeah, and where's the fuse? Nowhere.
Yeah. Hashtag
Team,
team no fuse.
team no
Team no
fuse, baby.
trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I'm searching for lanyards. What kind of lanyard do you want? I got mine from Lanyards Direct or some shit like that. They're
Yeah.
not cheap. Yeah, too. It's funny. I'm gonna stop buying lanyards because every time I buy lanyards, it's like whatever they're for gets canceled.
Just
Dude,
save them up.
I mean, those lanyards we built, the lanyards we designed for Dallas, which you got one of those.
Yeah.
Dude, those things turned out awesome.
Yeah, I know. Hold up. I'll show it off.
They're like, I think they were like $3 a piece. Yeah.
I pulled my headphone out too fast and the earplug come with it.
Get some
Yeah,
tweezers.
Houston, we have problems. All right.
But no, I designed those and yeah, I gotta wait for that can. There you go. Yeah. So, and I don't know, like I ordered so many lanyards from these guys, and this one was like the hardest one for this guy to figure out.
Yeah.
But when they came, they were gorgeous and they were expensive, and they were all for Dallas, and then Dallas got canceled. And the same thing happened last year. We ordered them for Indy, and they got canceled. And I'm just like, all right, I'm done.
It's
no
cursed.
more
You're
lanyards.
cursed.
I'm not buying any. And it was funny too, because I go to Chris. I said, dude, do you want to make some custom lanyards for Zima? And my daily 5-star lanyard. There you go.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, no, we're not ordering lanyards for Zima. Nope, not gonna happen. Screw that shit. Nope. I got a kicker lanyard. There you go.
Yeah, me too. That's my lanyard hook over there on the door.
I got a bunch of them somewhere. I don't know where. They keep getting moved.
Yeah.
Because like everyone, it's like, I don't know why. Lanyards are one of those things. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What am I gonna? Fernando goes, what are you gonna do with it? I'm like, I don't know.
They're
Shut
just cool.
up. Just borrow one. Stop asking stupid questions.
Just be cool, bro. Like,
yeah.
chill out.
What's the big deal? Can I have fun?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry, Mom. I didn't know there was a lanyard limit.
Oh,
Jesus
dude, he
Christ.
gets like that all the time. I think he just likes it when I throw shit away, because I usually ask him first. But hey, man, I got this, this money tree in the backyard. I'm tired of looking at it. You want it? I mean, if you're giving it away,
Yeah,
I suppose,
I mean, I'll take it if
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, if you're getting rid of it, yes.
Classic.
Dude, that's the end of the show. Can you believe
That's
that?
the end of the show. Yeah.
No show next week.
No show next week, but I will say we'll probably stream on this channel because next week is that rad, the one you shared with me.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's on Thursday at 7, and Derek already bought his ticket. I'm gonna go see it at mine. And I think we'll
Nice.
come back directly after that and just stream for 30 minutes or something. Talk about it.
Yeah, that's
right
cool.
afterwards.
Rad is a movie, by the way, for those of you that
Yeah.
have no idea what he's talking about. And
It's a bad movie, but
it is horrible. But
yeah.
no, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are gonna go see that. That's pretty awesome. It's about bikes. We won't be doing anything fun like that.
No, you'll be doing video things.
We'll be doing something with Rockford. Actually, Thursday night we have a big dinner we're supposed to be going to, so I don't know. It'd be fun. I at this point, it's just crazy. I mean, I'm still reeling in the like, what are we doing next week? We're going to Rockford? What?
Yeah, that's like a black box over there, man. No one goes to Rockford.
Yeah, and hold on. Apparently, people are deciding to bug me now. So we get to interview Bill Jackson. Now, I know a lot of people are sitting there going, who's Bill Jackson? Do you know who Bill Jackson is?
No, I don't.
See, and that's my point. So Bill Jackson is the CEO of Rockford Fosgate.
Well, see, to be fair, I don't know a lot of people I should know.
I don't know a lot of people, period. But I mean, there again, you say Steve Irby, and everybody here is gonna go, I know who Steve Irby is.
Right, exactly.
But nobody knows who Bill Jackson is, and he's been like the guy for years. So when I was like, "Hey, man, do you think we can interview him just to like let everyone know who this guy is that's running the company?" And
Yeah.
they were like, "Let me ask him," and he said, "Sure." And I was like, "Okay." So because he's a very busy guy, and just like Steve, when I interviewed Steve, I did a ton of research, which God, it's so hard to do research for these guys because they don't exist anywhere. Like I've told
Right.
the story. I found out about Steve's history by watching some like religious interview show that he did with like some church group interviewed him, and they
Right.
did a fabulous job. And it was like in the dark web somewhere, and I found it, or the light web. I don't know.
Though,
I
yeah, I
just
was gonna say like the
it was
opposite
on
of
the
the
it was
dark
on the
web.
holy web,
Yeah.
and it answered all my questions. So from there I could write down and get all the questions I needed to interview him. Um, but so Fernando and I spent the better part of 2 days. You know how hard it is to come up with questions that because you just decide, or we're gonna ask this. That's why Rockford needs to be.
Yeah. I think this documentary is gonna be better for Rockford than they even think.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope we do it justice. I mean, that's the only thing. That's the stuff that keeps me up at night, is just making sure that we do right by them.
Yeah.
But I just want to, because they got so much cool stuff. They
Right.
gave us access to this video that they made for another group of people. It's very, very, very private.
Yeah.
And they were like, just to give you an idea of what you're going to come out to see, we'll let you watch this video. And I was like, okay. And Fernando and I just sat there and we're like, dude, it was like, I swear to God, it was like the old days in the magazines. We were just
Yeah.
like turning the phone to try to like
Yeah.
camera left, fuck, camera left. God
Do they
damn
know
it.
you're gonna be in everything? This is what I wanna know.
Yeah. Yeah. So a couple of the stipulations they signed that they made us agree to was that anything we put out, they have to watch first because they want
Yeah.
to make sure there's no secrets revealed. I want to see more companies pull back the curtain,
Yeah, me
and
too.
that's why we're doing it. The more we
Mhm.
get to do, the more other companies will let us do it.
You
But
hear that, Manville? You hear that,
I
Manville?
haven't talked to anybody at jail, so
Yeah.
but I would love to.
In fact,
Dude, they're
get
like
this g
2 hours
yeah,
away.
that's what I'm saying. Get this guy down there, Manville.
Yeah.
Manville definitely doesn't listen, but if he did, somebody that
I
knows him
I
listens,
yeah, I
maybe.
know other guys at jail, so I'm not real worried
Yeah.
about bugging him. Um, but so I don't know. We'll when we get back, of course, we'll talk behind the scenes and do all that fun stuff in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's
But
gonna be
for
dope.
the rest of the people that are going to be not, I don't want them to be disappointed and think, oh, we're not going to have videos on the channel for a week. So we are going to have videos on the channel. So there'll be content that's pre-edited for you along with whatever live content we add into that, because I know everyone was bummed between audio control trip and the kicker trip, and it was like, dude, you guys didn't, what the hell. And it was like, because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure there's something for every day that is going to be edited and pre-recorded, um, and then we'll go from there. So most of it is going to, just because like we're in the middle of a Miata build right now and on the channel, so
Yeah.
I'll that up, and that'll be the final episodes of that with the air, and then so it'll be nice. Everyone will be happy. Everyone will
Yeah.
be happy.
Make them happy. Alright, man. Let me drop the link one more time.
Yep. So make sure, if you guys want to, in 10, 12 minutes, head over
Right.
to SideJag, where we'll be talking about the movie Road to Perdition, along with anything else that crosses our minds.
Yeah. And a lot crosses our minds, as you know. So, we will
Very,
see
very
this
little going on
the same bat channel, at a different bat time,
at a
right?
bad time. Yep. Yep.
Alright.
So